Hey, welcome back. We are once again live at the property. We have some stuff I was going to show you. Look behind me here, you got this crazy good view now. So I'll hang out on here for a little bit. I'll go in the cabin in a little bit. We got the wood stove fired up. It's super cold out here. Well, not super cold. It's about, I don't know, 30 something rather. But we had, let me turn this camera around if I can do that. Let's do this real quick. Okay, check it out. So over the fall here, and they're not quite done. They're gonna finish up in the spring. But we had some people come out and do some forest thinning. I don't know if you guys remember, but like right here in this area, this was just thick, super thick with brush and trees. There's a big stump down there. We had some big trees taken out and some medium-sized ones, but we wanted to kind of fireproof this area right here. See how this is kind of like all around the cabin. You know, there's some big ones. We left a few big ones, the nice ones, just straight ones. And truth be told, those right there, those smaller ones, those won't be so small in about 5 years. Those are going to be big. Those are going to be blocking. That'll probably be blocking the view here too. We cut them all down about 5-6 years ago when we first got here, and or not all down, but we trimmed as much as we could up, and we could see all these mountains. And in about 3-4 years, they all grew up in front of it. So yeah, we're gonna have that stand of trees will grow up. There's a little stand of trees. So we had them kind of leave like stands of trees. Maybe there's, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 in a stand. There's a small stand of trees right there. So we'll just see which ones look the best out of that, give it a few years, and then kind of whittle them back. And then, they left, we kind of had them take out a lot there. The main thing we're doing this for, though, is this is fire, because, like I've harped on the, let me walk down here a little bit, on the Oregon situation where they had a big old forest fire, and really it's just up to maintaining it. So you can see right here. I mean, there's still a good chance that if we had a big forest fire, all that heat would go up and wipe out the cabin. But now it's a lot less likely. And so we're trying to minimize that effect. Turn this back around here. It says I have a bad connection again. I always have a bad connection. That's all right. We're in the middle of nowhere. It's amazing I have a connection at all. Anyways, you can kind of see behind me here. So we still got some brushy stuff we got to clean up here, but let me go show you this spot over here that's pretty cool. We started doing this ourselves last year about this time. Actually, it was about a year ago, now that I think about it. But watch this. This is super cool. I don't know if anybody's signed on yet. I can't see anything. Usually starts out with a good connection, then ends up with a bad one. All right. Okay, let's just take a look here. Let me turn this around. Okay, so we kept this tree. We limbed this one up. I got to get rid of some of this brush. They're actually going to come back and get all this brush. It's amazing. So look at down here, though. This is like we started clearing this out a few years ago, and there was just trees down everywhere. But there's really nice game trails right in along here, but it started to get so thick that it was all just covering them up. So we thinned it all out, and then there was just trees down everywhere, just brush and everything. So these guys came in and actually thinned it out even more. Again, left a couple of stands. They left it kind of intermixed there, but now we have this nice park-like situation going on down there, which is awesome. And you'll be able to see game all the way down through there. Like I said, over time, those two trees, which one we'll just take out, probably the one that doesn't do as well. They left little stands, and they'll be big. I mean, the problem with thinning out, if you're worried, about having too much forest, even this little guy right here is going to grow up huge, because these are so spindly and thin, and they're really old trees, but they couldn't get enough light. So now they're going to have a lot of light, and looks like they left the really good ones like we asked them to. So, eventually they're going to grow up, and this will be a nice thick forest again, but we're going to keep it sort of, see that stand right there? There's a stand of trees. We had them keep, maybe, I don't know, like I said, there's 4 or 5, probably 10 of them in there, 7, 10. And we just don't want a bunch of fuel ladders for things like this. So you can see the bigger trees we've kind of cleared out around it, like right there. Nice tree right there. So this is done all through the property, not just by the cabin, but we didn't have them go in as this. Okay, so this is, again, we had to go a lot thinner on this slope, because if a fire comes up, it'll go right up there and right over top of the cabin. So this is like a western facing deal. So so now this should this should hopefully protect a little bit against fire. There'll still be a brush fire, of course, if we ever get it, but we get some really, really dry end of summers and falls up here, and there's really just going to be nothing you can do about it if somebody sparks up something down below. But this way, maybe there's a chance of survival. Plus, we get a really awesome view. Now we can see the mountains everywhere, which is great. I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to try to walk slowly. Right there. Kind of a lot of clouds right now. You probably can't see the contrast, but see if I can I'm going to try focusing on that spot right there. But you can see those mountains, and we get now the view all around, all through and around there. I'm down below here, so we can even get better when we get up here. Turn this back around. So super cool. We're really excited about what they did, and whoa, they did a really good job. I'm pretty impressed. They cleared out a lot of stuff. And we'll be able to have some ATV trails. Here we can see this again. Let's turn this around. Turn it around. There we go. Yeah, I showed you that before, but this is a nice, almost a meadow now, which you couldn't even see this, and the nice thing is it's a lot more level. So we're talking about building someday, building a house, an actual house instead of a cabin. And this really revealed right here. I'm going to see if I can stand as level as I can. This is about as level as I can. And you can see that the slope is actually very gradual through here. It's not bad. And it looked a lot steeper when those trees were there. It drops off significantly down there. But the point is this would be nice, if we can ever get power up here, or, do the off-grid thing. This would be an even better spot than I once thought it would be. I'm on kind of a steep spot right now, but let me walk over here. But look at this nice area for building. It's perfect. You can put a nice big house in here. This is all going to grow back in. They're going to, part of the deal is they're going to come in here with, see, there's still a bunch of stuff down. So they're going to come in and clean out all this brush and trees that are laying down. And then they're going to plant native grasses, grass seed all around here, clover, and that'll bring in the wildlife. So it's going to look pretty torn up for the next probably 6 months or a year. Actually, it won't do anything. It won't look any better over the winter. So, but about a year from now, it should look really, really nice through here. And let me go low power mode. Running out of power. Let's go in here and say hi to everyone here real quick. It still says very bad connection, but I said that before. All right, let's turn you around. All right. Ooh, it's dark in here.
Gotcha!
Hey!
I gotcha!
Hey!
It's getting dark.
You having fun? You need to fire up the generator?
Oh, she got away.
We can have our little light bulb.
I could fire
I
up the
was looking
generator.
for a lantern. I thought maybe we'd have a lantern in here, but...
No, I was going to bring one and I forgot. It's kind of dark.
Oh,
Uh-oh. She's like
She's like...
crashing.
She wants it.
Everybody's having fun. So we're up here,
I got you.
staying warm next to the fire. Oh, that's nice.
It's so nice. I was standing
Get back
around
here.
for a while. We got
It's
Ellie's
super-
gloves drying.
Yeah, she's got their gloves drying there.
She was playing
Or if you
in
could
the
hang,
snow.
we could make a little hangers. Hang them up.
Or like have like a little clothespin
Yeah,
or something.
or even
But
some here. We make little hangers.
we could just do that. Hook them together.
What is that? No, she got it. Oh.
So
Maddie got away.
don't know why this thing's doing some weird. Show.
There, that works. Don't need to do anything.
Show.
Okay. I gotta get you.
Keeps doing this thing.
I got you. Oh, no. Oh, she got away. Oh, no. She got away.
All right. Well, we got the fire going. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Hook them together.
Well, I got a really bad connection, so just a quick update. We're working on the, got the camera set out there. We're finishing up our little film that we're making. Kind of doing a little documentary deal. Kids are going nuts.
Played in the woods.
Yeah.
And then we
Played in
got
the woods
cold,
for a while.
so we had to come back into the fire.
I think we're going to be able to get up here a few more times, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So,
Well,
we're
drive
going to...
right up. There's not any
Yeah, there's no
snow.
snow
I
right
mean,
now.
It's
A little bit.
Dot, but dot of snow.
Yeah. It's not too bad, huh? All right, I think I'm going to sign off. It's going to get a little dark here.
Very bad connection.
Yeah, I know. It's got a bad connection. All right.
Sounds serious.
See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Happy Thanksgiving.
She got away.